So, Matthew 26, verse 47. While he was still speaking, this is Jesus, Judas, one of the 12, arrived. With him a large crowd armed with swords and clubs, sent from the chief priests and the elders of the people. Now the betrayer had arranged a signal with them. The one I kiss is the man. Arrest him. Going at once to Jesus, Judas said, "Greetings, Rabbi," and kissed him. Jesus replied, "Do what you came for, friend." Then the man stepped forward, seized Jesus, and arrested him. With that, one of Jesus' companions reached out for his sword, drew it out, and struck the servant of the high priest, cutting off his ear. "Put your sword back in its place," Jesus said to him, "for all who draw the sword will die by the sword. Do you think I cannot call my Father, and he will at once put at my disposal more than 12 legions of angels? But how then will the scriptures be fulfilled that say it must happen in this way?" In other words, Jesus is saying, y'all didn't pay attention to what the text said. The text said it has to happen this way. There are all kinds of prophecies that talked about all of this, the entire process. And you're sitting here acting like it's a surprise. We are not ignorant of the clown's schemes. In that hour, Jesus said to the crowd, "Am I leading a rebellion that you have come out with swords and clubs to capture me? Every day I sat in the temple courts teaching, and you did not arrest me. But this is all taking place that the writings of the prophets might be fulfilled." Then all the disciples deserted him and fled. "I will strike the shepherd, and the sheep will be scattered," is one of those writings. Here's the thing about Jesus. He connects with everything that's written in Scripture. The Scriptures actually apply. They actually mean something. They actually come to life in present day. There's actually real, actual cause and effects. You do something that is positive, you will reap a consequence for that is positive. You do something that is negative, you violate a principle, and you will reap the consequences. If you are financially irresponsible, emotionally irresponsible, corporately in a business sense, because corporate basically means business, corporately irresponsible, you will reap the fruit of the irresponsibility, which will be a whirlwind on your head and those that you connect with and those that you lead.
100% agree. Here's another dimension of that, though. And this is where you need to be thinking always about the principles. The consequences don't always show up right away. The good ones or the bad ones. And that is so critical. Now, I can illustrate that in a real simple physical way. For somebody who has sown for years and years and years poor eating, then their body will continue to reflect the poor eating. Weight, illnesses, diseases, whatever. But when somebody has consistently sown good eating or moving or exercise, you can see that in their body as well. Aside from natural metabolism and things of that nature, it's a principle. Your body does best with what you feed it. And it will reflect it over time, but it's not instantly. Somebody doesn't instantly say, hey, I'm going to have a bad day and just eat whatever, and then, but has a lifestyle of eating well. Their instant consequence might be that they're quite sick the next day, but may not be, may just have no impact. But if they continue to do that, their good lifestyle is going to go to the pot. But that's something you can see and feel. You make consistently bad choices of being careless with the truth and telling half the truth, or telling a small lie, or just these small things. I'm just no one cares. You don't get caught, and that honestly, the enemy can set us up to not get caught, and then it becomes a stronghold. Because now, I didn't get caught. What difference does it make? By the time you realize it's made a difference, you're in a pattern, a habit of lying, and it now has a stronghold on you. Negative consequence. Okay? So be aware. Don't be caught in a trap of, I didn't immediately get caught, therefore there's no bad consequence. And don't get trapped in, hey, I did the right thing, and the angels didn't come and blow their trumpets, and God didn't dump $1,000 of gold coins on my head. That's a lie too. You will reap good consequences. You may not recognize them, probably because you're not looking for them. You're not looking for the God moment. You're not looking for the wonderful things that he does, because it's not always a one-for-one, and it's not always in the same vein. So I have sown years and years and years of being good with my money. And I don't have millions of dollars in the bank, but I have a lot of positive consequences for handling my money well. But I am positive along the way, especially when I made hard choices to do the right thing, when it would have been a lot easier or a lot better in my mind to do the wrong thing. From that, I think there are many other positive things that went in my life, including the will to do the right thing when the hard thing looks a lot better, that I can't quantify, but when I get to heaven, I'm going to look back and go, wow, I had no idea these all good consequences came from these all good following the principles and the decisions. Conversely, I'm probably going to go, oh, I had no idea that this painful thing that I went through was related to me making bad decisions in this area, consistently bad decisions. Because I've consistently sown good things and I've consistently sown bad things, and I'm paying the price for both now in positive and negative ways. So even if you don't immediately get the good or the bad, the Lord don't mock. He's not mocked. He's not mindless. The ledger is running. The principles work. Use them to your benefit.
The ledger is running. Dang. Yeah, the ledger is running. Judas had the bag. He was the accountant. He was the one who ran all the finances. The ledger is running. All the disciples deserted him because of prophecy. Peter denied him because of prophecy. He was betrayed because of prophecy. They crucified him as an insurrectionist because of prophecy. Crucifixion was used in the Roman Empire for capital crimes against the state. The Jews colluded with the Romans to execute him because of prophecy. So it was both Jew and Gentile that put him to death. So you think we like to say, oh, the Jews were responsible, the Jews were responsible. No, everybody was. I put him there, you put him there, we all put him there. Our sin put him there. And as far as the consequences of that, we have responsibility that we all share. So, even if you had been there, you probably would have done it as well, and you probably would have fled. Here's the thing and the comfort, though. As a result of that, the Lord is able to take everything and make something beautiful out of it, bring transformation and redemption to us so that we have a story. Having a testimony is a great thing, but getting one is a pain.
Yes. It's worth going through, though.
Yeah. So, gang, I want you out of this passage to pick up not just the arrest of Jesus, because it's not just about the arrest of Jesus. It's about the fact that Jesus knows what's going on. He is not surprised. He's not taken off guard. He's not waylaid with, well, why did these people betray me, deny me, or whatever the case, or run away. He's focused on the plan his Father has for him. And the plan the Father had for him was to allow the betrayal to come in so that the Lord could make something beautiful, so that we could be reminded that he can take what the enemy meant for good and turn it into something
What
bad.
the enemy meant for bad.
What the enemy meant for bad and turn it into something beautiful and good. Thanks, hon. I needed that. So, gang, I bless you with this. I bless you with the understanding, and I bless you with the purposes of God, the peace of God, and the love of God. And for the love of God, please lean into everything he has for you in the midst of chaos and walk in the principles that he has for you today. Mm-hmm. Be at peace, We love you guys, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.